Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm going to be playing some more Minecraft. So let's hop right in and continue the game. Now last time, I know that I played a little bit on the Stampy's Lovely World thing. But yeah, I just needed to try and get all that sorted out while I could. Also, I tried recording this video earlier. I got two new dogs. Lucky and Herman. Um, Alright, let's just try and set my save point. My respawn point. Um, also, I'm gonna try and fill up a little bit of, what I got with the glass. Um, since that's broken. Also, I filled up a little bit of the floor, since I needed to do that. Um, let's heal up. Let's get some regen going, since that's something I need to get done. Um, Also, I'm gonna try and make a lot of shovels since I need those for like uh, clay and stuff, so I can make bricks. Um, all right. First, I'm gonna mine some stone since I need a lot of that. To fill up the underside of my base. I know that I've been working on that a lot in these past few videos, but trust me, um, it's gonna be worth it so I can sleep in my base. Instead of just having to grab my bed and just run to the nearest safe spot away from mobs. So yeah, uh, let's just hurry up and gather up as much stone as I can get my hands on. So that way I can work on filling up the underside of my base. Okay, that's 43 stone. Um, let's just try and parkour a little bit and pull out this stone, this cobblestone. Uh, well, there's 3 creepers. That's really dangerous right now, especially for my dogs. Uh, okay, let's just lure them out. So that way I can get them to a safer position. To keep them away from my dogs. Okay. Yep, I knew something like that would happen, which is why I tried rushing so bad. Um, alright, let's just hurry up and get these creepers out of here. Since they're by far the biggest threat I have. Um, Also, I made some new tools in a previous recording, since I kind of need those. Uh, okay. I need to heal up. I need to get some regen going. Uh, okay. You know what? Let's just fill up this. Um, since, it would be the best option for me. Okay, the creepers are all out. No! Uh, stay away from me, stupid creepers. Uh, no! I need to get to my base and fast, so that way no more mobs will spawn. Uh, alright. I'm gonna try and focus on the bottom layer first. Um, Mostly since that's my biggest issue right now, is just the bottom layer. Uh, yeah, I'm not gonna have enough stone. That's obvious. Uh, okay. You know what, let's grab this cobblestone over here. Um, since that's easily the most I have in terms of like what's in the back. Um, okay, let's go ahead and try and grab more cobblestone. I'm gonna need at least 2 stacks of it. So let's go ahead and try and grab as much as possible. Um, let's just try and grab as much cobblestone as I need, since I need anything and everything cobblestone related. That can be turned into cobblestone, which is mostly just stone. I'm gonna need at least 2 stacks of it. Since, I kind of need to keep my base safe. Like, as much as possible. Yeah, I have a little over half a stack. That that is nowhere near enough for what I need to do. So maybe I can try and get maybe up to like 2 or 3 stacks of stone. Uh, but I'm gonna try and start out with 2 since I don't have much durability on my pickaxe right now. Um, okay, let's just get back to my base while I'm at it. Okay, there's a spider. That's not good. Uh, let's just go ahead and get some sleep. Since I should be able to. Nope, I can't. Let's grab my bed first, and then try and get away from my base, so that way I don't put my dogs at risk. Um, see you tomorrow, you sweet dogs. I hope you have a good night without me, being there again. Uh, okay. Um, all right. Let's just sleep. And then tomorrow I'm gonna work, like in the next Minecraft day, I'm gonna work on filling up the rest of the underside of my house. Since that is one thing I needed to do. Um, all right. Let's just get out of here, so that way I can work on finishing up the underside of my base. Uh, please don't let there be any mobs down here. Okay. I don't think there is. Uh, okay, let's just fill up this area, since I need to do that next. Um, okay. Yeah, I need to work on all this. Mostly since, some mobs can still spawn out here. Um, yeah, I don't know how much more stone I'll need, in particular, but I know I'm gonna need a lot. Uh, okay. Let's mine up this cobblestone. Uh, so that way I can work on trying to fill it up, the rest of it. Um, Man, I hate hearing my wolves whimper like that. I need to see them like right now. Um, how are my good boys and girls doing? Um, I'll try and get some food for you, but right now I just don't have it. I need to keep myself healthy too. Um, all right, I'm gonna need like one thing of jungle wood, and then also a lot of oak while I'm at it. Um, and also more cobble while I can still get that. Um, maybe there might be some. Yep, I'm not going down there because of obvious reasons. Um, Mostly because I died there before because I got too stupid and reckless. Um, Now there should be. Yep, there's something back here that I can get to for cobblestone. Um, so I'm gonna try and mine as much until my pickaxe breaks. Um, Maybe I can also get some copper while I'm at it, since I also need a lot of that too. Um, Hopefully I can find some minerals, like copper, coal, iron, since that's also a lot of. I need like as much of that stuff as I can get my hands on. Since I need to try and get as much, like, get to the point where I can actually at least somewhat take on the Ender Dragon. Since all that stuff is pretty useful. Um, for taking it on, anyways. Holy crap. Did they upgrade mine sounds? Holy crap, those are a lot scarier than what I remember. Like, Jesus Christ. Uh, what's up here? Uh, what the heck is up here? That's a spider, so I need to get out of here. Yeah, I'm stupid. I admit that. Uh, Holy crap. I need to knock you into the lava. Okay, there we go. Um, well, at least I can actually try and get more stuff, I guess. While I'm down here. Yep, I'm not wasting my durability on my pickaxe on some gravel. Since I already have such little of that. Um, okay, let's just hurry up and try and get out of here. Wait, maybe I can try and, um, you know, use, like, some of the copper I have, to try and... Wait, actually, I can use the gravel to try and get out if I'm lucky enough to get enough to get out. Um, maybe I can do that if I'm lucky. Wait, is my stuff still down there? I don't see it, but... So, it most likely despawned by now. Uh, okay, let's just try and get out of here. Okay, I need to try and get as much gravel as possible. Maybe I can even get some flint while I'm at it, too. I really don't want to suffocate down here, because I'm putting myself in a big-time risk with mining all this gravel. Okay, I think I should have enough. Like, if I get to a high enough point. Okay, let's just hurry up and, just pile up all this gravel. Okay. Yep, I knew I had enough, to try and get out of here. And with that extra dirt block, it really helped out, too. Now I'm gonna try and, build all this, since I really need all of the stuff I can get my hands on, with, the cobblestone, filling up the underside of my house. Okay. Now let's go ahead and try and work on all this, since I really want to stay in my base tonight, since that's easily the safest place for me to be. Okay. You know what? I really want to try and get some ender pearls whenever I get the chance. Um, Hopefully I can get some of those anyways. Since endermen are pretty dangerous. Okay. Let's try and build all the way through here. I think that should be good enough for right now for my base. For me to be at least a little bit safe at night. You know what? Let's smelt this raw copper so I can make more armor. Since I do need to do that. Okay. Also, I'm gonna have to put up some of this stuff that I have. Since I do need a lot of that put up. Um, alright. I'm also gonna put up these bone meals and dye types. And also this dirt and ladders. And also that too. I'm gonna just keep the bare minimum. Um, Now I'm gonna put up half of my bread. And also I'm just gonna keep the food here too. Uh, since that's kind of what I need to do. Uh, I don't need to put up my steak. I just need to put up my watermelons. Uh, okay. I need to make some shovels and also axes too. Wow, it's only been like 13 minutes. You know what? I want to try and get more bones so I can get as many dogs as I can. Um, I just really want to have as many companions to help me take out the Ender Dragon as possible. I just hope I can keep them all alive, though. For their safety. Um, I'm just gonna make a thing of armor, like a set of copper armor, since I lost all that. Down in that cave like an idiot. Uh, okay, I just need leggings, so that's 7. I need 15 total ingots of copper. And I should still have enough to make a lot of, maybe a sword, and actually I'm going to need a pickaxe and also shovels. Um, so I'm going to need a lot of those. Um, let's make a pickaxe, since that's like the top of my priorities right now for what I need to craft. Uh, okay. I should have enough to make a sword and a shovel. I should have enough, just enough for that, and also the remaining armor pieces. So let's go ahead and put up this gold stuff right here. Wait, can I turn gold horse armor back into regular gold? Darn it, I can't. That sucks. Alright, let's go ahead and make a shovel and a sword. Uh, I should have more than enough to make the remaining armor. Yep, I do. So yeah, I know it's not much right now, but it's what I gotta do to get to where I need to go. I'm just working, all I gotta do is just work upwards. That's all I really can do. And also I'm gonna show you guys like every little detail that I can for this series. Um, Mostly because that's kind of what I wanted to do with this series. It's just show off as much as I can before it inevitably gets to the end of the Ender Dragon. So yeah. Also, how I'm gonna structure the checklist in, um, that book and quill. I'm just gonna keep it as a regular book and quill, as much as possible. And then, just, you know, uh, just put a check mark next to it. I'm just gonna keep it as a regular book and quill the entire time. And then, you know, do everything else. Just and also keep my dog names in there. So yeah. So let's go ahead and gather up these copper pieces. Wow, it's only been 16 minutes. Move, Sparky. And also, how I'm gonna structure the names of my dogs in the book is I'm gonna put their color of collar, and then put their name next to it, regardless of if it's on the left or right, of the color of the name tag. So yeah, I need to try and make a chest piece, I believe, since I have 8 copper, um, and a chest piece requires 8 copper ingots. Heck, it requires 8 of anything, like any mineral, like diamonds, gold, leather, um, uh, like anything that you can craft armor out of. It requires like 8 of for. It requires the same amount for each. Wow, I have a full set of armor here. Hey, at least I'm back to where I was somewhat. With my armor and stuff. Wait, actually, I'm gonna need 2 more pieces of copper for a copper hoe. So yeah. Let's go ahead and move this over here. Well, I only have whenever I get the copper hoe done, I should only have like a full hotbar of items. That's honestly really wild whenever I think about it. Um, well, there's a piece of copper right here. And there should be a lot more underneath it, since, they do come in pretty decently sized chunks. So if I need any more copper, I can just smelt this and just turn it into whatever I needed. You know what? Mojang, if you're watching this, which you probably are, or, well, most likely not, considering I'm still a smaller channel, I just now thought of something. Copper buckets. Yeah, I know it kind of sounds stupid, but it would be a lot easier than just having iron buckets in the game. It would just make it so much more easier for the players. I know it kind of sounds stupid, but trust me, it'll probably work and help out a lot, especially since copper is far more common than iron. And it is far more abundant, so copper buckets would help out a lot, since buckets are like one of the most important obtainable items in the game, or at least naturally obtainable. So yeah, uh, just please add copper buckets, because that would make my life and so many other players' lives easier by a multitude of ways. Uh, You know what? I just now thought of something. Since I dug out all of this, maybe I could try and turn it into like an armory of sorts. Or like a bunker if anything goes wrong. Um, or something. I haven't really put too much thought into it, but maybe I could turn it into like a bunker or armory or an armory bunker or something where I can keep like backup stuff of everything, like for armors, tools, supplies, and all this other stuff, just in case if I might need it. Um, so yeah, that honestly sounds pretty interesting. Like I like I can come up with a lot of concepts on the fly pretty easily. It's just putting them into place. That's basically my biggest issue. Is putting my thoughts into place. Okay. Uh, I need to put this copper in the furnace real quick, and then just work on finishing up the bottom side of my base. Okay. Yep, I need to get rid of these creepers. Nope, I fell into my infinite water pit. Uh, no, stay away from me, you stupid creeper. Uh, well, if it explodes. Crap. It broke my infinite water pit. Um, and I can just rebuild it with the dirt that I have. Um, so let's just go ahead and get rid of all these enemies here. These mobs. While, while I can, anyways. Uh, I need you to stay away from my stairs since they're the only, stuff that I have in terms of jungle wood left, particularly. And the only ones I can use to get up to my base. Uh, okay, die, skeleton. Okay, I got armor, so you can't really kill me too easily, you stupid skeleton. Okay. Uh, you know what? I'm gonna leave one block open for that, since it would be really difficult to get out, and also waste some of my pickaxe durability to try and mine myself out. Okay. I need to fill this all up now. Um, since, I do have a lot of stuff that I need to fill up underneath here. Um, okay. Now let's go ahead and build back here. I'm gonna turn off my mic. Okay, I'm just gonna need a little bit more cobble. Maybe like 2 stacks of it, if I had to assume. Nope, stay away from me, you stupid creeper. I put way too much time into this for you to blow it all up. Stay away from me. I put way too much work in this base for you to blow it all up. Just stay away from my base, you vile monster. Okay, I got 1 bone. I'm gonna need a lot more to get to the dog, sanctuary that I want to. Um, wow. All of this has only been done in like 20, 25 minutes. That is genuinely crazy. I've got all of this done in about 20 minutes. Also, I want to try and get some clay to make bricks, whenever I can. That is like one of the main things I want to do next. Um, so yeah. Um, you know what? I want to try and make some TNT. So I can try and make like a TNT launcher in the future. Uh, maybe not, because I don't have the redstone techno know-how to try and do that. I've never been too good with redstone. Heck, the only things I've ever been able to do with redstone is just stuff from guides, like simple stuff from guides. I only, the only stuff I know about redstone is basically just the bare minimum, if I'm being honest. Like how functionalities on redstone work. Um, you know what? Um, I'm gonna try and separate some of my dogs a little bit so I can keep their names in track. And then make some signs for them to keep their names in like circulation until I write it down. So let's go ahead and make some signs. Um, okay, I think I have. Yep, I have 5 dogs, so 6 signs should be more than enough. For right now, anyways. Okay, let's go ahead and put up the rest of the birch. You know what? While I'm at it, I'm just gonna turn it into sticks since, that's the main thing I really need right now. Is sticks. Okay, I'm gonna need a lot of copper. Um, alright. Um, I'm gonna end today's video here. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.